Salt Lake County prosecutors are weighing what charges, if any, to file after a deadly shooting at the No Kings protest in Salt Lake City earlier this month.
KSL investigator Daniela Rivera reports on a key factor in Utah law that could impact the decision.
Prosecutors aren't just looking at whether the facts in front of them meet elements of specific criminal charges. They also have to consider what defenses could be raised in court. And the Utah law that allows someone to use deadly force in defense of themselves or others is certainly part of that equation.
Beyond a reasonable doubt.
Who better to talk to us about Utah's self-defense law than someone who helped write it?
We have one of the strongest self-defense laws in the country.
Mitch Velos is a defense attorney and author of 2 books about gun laws.
I don't envy that job.
He doesn't envy the job of Salt Lake County District Attorney Sim Gill, whose office must decide whether to charge Arturo Gamboa, the man police arrested after shots rang out at Salt Lake City's No Kings protest, or the self-identified peacekeeper, the unidentified man who opened fire, wounding Gamboa and killing an innocent bystander.
You don't have anyone with evil intent that I know of, based upon the news stories.
Based on what we know right now, Velos says he doesn't see how prosecutors can win a case against either man.
The man with the AR-15 might have been, there to protect, and the peacekeepers were there to protect. And they were faced with an immediate potential threat.
A criminal prosecution against the man who fired shots would involve multiple legal hurdles, including Utah's self-defense law, changed in 2021 to allow defendants a chance to try to get their case thrown out before trial in what's called a justification hearing.
It requires a state to show by clear and convincing evidence that it was not self-defense.
Or in this case, the defense of others.
I think it'd be hard for the prosecutor to overcome the burden.
While he doesn't think prosecutors can meet the burden of proof in a criminal case, he does believe the man who pulled the trigger could be liable in civil court, where the standard of proof is lower.
There's almost always insurance coverage here.
And he says sometimes a criminal conviction can interfere with whether an insurance company will pay out.
If there's justice in this case, it's probably going to be an insurance company paying damages.
With no one currently in custody related to this shooting, prosecutors aren't on the same tight deadline for when they have to make decisions about which charges to file, if any. Reporting in Salt Lake City for KSL 5 News, I'm Daniela Rivera.